Quick disclaimer. Because the information on this podcast is based on our own personal opinions and experiences, it should not be considered professional financial investment advice. The ideas and strategies should never be used without first assessing your own personal and financial situation or without consulting a financial professional. Our thoughts and opinions will also change from time to time as we learn and accumulate more knowledge. All views are our own. Enjoy the episode.
Welcome back to Bearish. This is episode number 6. That's Spanish for all our Hispanic viewers.
Going to Mexico.
Which you guys should probably know.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Now we're going to talk in English the whole rest of this time, and you won't be able to understand shit, so.
But at least I welcome them. All right.
Gracias. ¿Qué stock market?
Right. All right. We're keeping that intro. That's too good.
They're like,
Man.
oh yeah, 6. Okay, go.
Okay.
Shit.
Hola. Now, what's he saying? What's this kid saying?
All right.
We're doing
we've got
questions.
a few questions today. Few Q&As, some from the viewers, some from ourselves. We're going to be going over them, giving you guys our answers because they're commonly asked questions. Remember, if you want to submit your questions, go to the Discord, go to the Instagram, ask us there, and more than likely we'll cover it on the next episode of Q&A. All right,
do it.
So question number 1 from Drew. Do we think Tesla will continue to grow, or are they doomed for a downfall? Jared, go ahead and kick us off, boss man.
Big time.
True Sif. All right.
Drew Whitehead. Let me tell you.
Drew. So since the start of 2020, Tesla is up 900%.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. 1,000.
Since their IPO, they're up. Well, actually, let's go over the IPO price first. And this is adjusted for the stock split. Initially, their IPO was $17, but they did
God.
7? They did it 7, right? 7 to no, sorry,
like a
5 to
five.
1.
Yeah.
5 to 1
Yeah.
stock split. So if you adjust that, their IPO was $3.84.
Oh my shit.
What is that now? As of January 21st, $844. Okay.
Has room to grow.
They are up. If my math is correct, since their IPO, they're up 21,904%.
For the viewers, that's a lot of percent.
Mm-hmm. What Jared's trying to say
So-
is, yeah, it's going to go up, and it's going to keep on going up. No, it fucking shouldn't.
This is what I will say. To Drew. I think when more car companies come into play and they start dropping their own electric vehicles, I think you may see Tesla's stock get hit a little bit. I personally love Tesla. I invested in Tesla. I made a lot of money off of Tesla, but they're just way too high right now, in my opinion. The average PE ratio, like we went over in the last episode, is 34. Theirs is, I'm pretty sure, 1,600 or 1,700. So they're quite overvalued, if you ask me.
Nice one.
And what happens to those overvalued companies?
Well,
They keep
usually
going up.
they drop.
No, all
But
seriousness.
in this market, they're not.
Yeah, right now, I believe that it's. I don't know for how long. I think it'll go down with the rest of the market, but until then, I feel like it's just gonna kind of consolidate for a little bit. I don't see any big time movements, or if not go down. But like Jared said, there's a lot of EV coming into the market, and pretty big time ones. There's Chinese ones, there's American ones, and there's a lot of them. And like one is NIO has been in the news like recently, big time. So as these new competitors come in, they're going to take some of the market share. They're going to take some of the hype. The only thing that will keep Tesla above the rest, in my opinion, is Elon Musk and the fact that he's more than a car company. He has SpaceX and this, that, and the other thing, and the fact that he just tweets and the stock skyrockets is pretty cool. But other than that, once these other guys come out, you're going to see a lot shaken up in the world of Tesla. And I don't think for the positive.
One thing I will say, we put this on our Instagram story. I don't know if you guys remember, but I said the real reason you'd invest in Tesla, and I put a poll, yes or no, or not yes or no, Elon Musk or the actual business.
Yes,
And more people put Elon Musk
That's
than the
literally it.
actual business.
I'd agree.
And
But
one
yeah.
thing I do want to say, if there was no 5-to-1 stock split, their share price would be $4,220 right now,
Pretty affordable.
which is. But yeah, like Max said, he piggybacked off of me, but I think when
I didn't say it. I'm not fucking smart enough. Apparently.
I think when
Fucking hell.
more car companies start coming out with EVs, they might get hit a little.
Yeah, like Jared said. Yeah,
I agree.
Jared's right. Always.
To wrap this up, I think we all agree that Tesla is going to be. It's an amazing company. It's going to continue to grow, but at this price, it's just so fucking expensive. Like,
Yeah.
if you were to buy, I mean, at some point it's gonna have to drop. But
Correct.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Next.
Cool.
All right. Question number 2 from Danny. Will the market react positively to a Biden administration? Now, we've already kind of answered this one in episode number 4. I don't know if you guys want to answer it again. Thoughts?
Pretty quick. He got inaugurated, like 2 days ago? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
The market
The
has
21st.
done nothing but go up in the middle of political crises. So, like we said last time, the market isn't really paying attention to the political side of things, or really the economic, to be honest. But at the same time, maybe when he starts implementing different policies is when we'll see some kind of change. But until then,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Agree.
All right.
Yeah, we to go in deeper, we did that on the last episode, but that's just a brief kind of
Yeah.
overview.
Go check that one out just to see a little bit more of an explanation.
That was episode number 4, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
the
guys at
first
home.
Q&A. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, this third one is actually from us. We wanted to hit on it because it's going on in the market right now. And that is, will Bitcoin continue to drop? I know, Max, you were in Bitcoin a little bit ago, so why don't you go ahead and talk to us about that?
Well, I got out of it because a buddy sent me a picture of the graph and did these analytical tools and yada yada. And the graph said it was going to go down, and it did. Boy, did it. It went down pretty big this
How
week.
much?
Well, yeah, I mean, it just went straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
It did.
of
It went
course.
straight up, and I heard something about urethrium, eureka. I don't really fucking know.
Ethereum.
Ethereum?
Ethereum.
That, for the time being,
Dumb
is gonna.
Sounds like you're
For the
trying to
time
say
being-
urethra.
Yeah,
urethra.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about
God, dude.
that. Urethra. I think urethra is gonna do good. I think that for the time being, it's gonna outperform Bitcoin, in my opinion. But I think very long term, Bitcoin will surge again. But in the near future, I don't believe so. I think it's good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Bitcoin this month it reached a high of, I believe, 41,000, and now it's down to 31,000.
Yeah.
Do I think it's overvalued? Fuck yes. Does it matter? Fuck no, it doesn't matter. People are gonna still buy it. It's just gonna keep going up. I think it's kind of regressing to the means a little bit right
Yeah.
now, but no, it'll be fine. It'll go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Long term, yeah.
My input, yeah, definitely long term. I think long term, I don't know how long term, it could be, forever. But I think cryptocurrency is going to be where it's at as these.
We'll do an episode on this.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically,
But yeah, long term, I think it will get back. But in the short term, I just don't see it.
and I believe the reason you're saying that, and we all agree that long term it's the way to go, is because I don't know about all crypto, but I know more about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a finite amount. There's a finite amount of it, whereas the dollar, or in whatever country you are, that paper currency is printed unlimited. So your dollar becomes less and less, where supply and demand, the basics of business, if there's not any more and never will be any more, their value is going to increase. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
Or at least stay the same, never go down.
Yeah. Correct.
All right.
Next.
Cool. Question number 4, kind of a broad topic. This is from Oliver, my man, coming in with the juicy stuff.
Hell yeah, he's been on it. He knows what's up.
Says, talk to me about Wall Street bets. What is that?
Boy,
It's
oh
the
boy.
holy grail of all economic and market information. You will hit
Yes.
big every single time, and you'll never see a red screen on your phone anymore. It'll always be green,
Yeah.
and you'll see a little moon emoji in the top right of your portfolio, and your line will always go
That's where it's
straight to
going.
that.
That's where it's going. To the moon, right?
To the moon. Jared, what do you think about that?
Bro, okay, so for people that don't know who Wall Street Bets is, and if you don't,
It's a bunch of
then
trolls.
there's some. It's literally a Reddit and a Discord
It's a cult.
and an Instagram. Yeah, and all they do is stocks only go up, whatever, to the moon. Buy this, whatever. Like,
Okay, honest opinion.
it's nuts.
Honest opinion.
They're
Yes,
trolls.
I think a majority of them are idiots. But when you have an army of idiots, whatever they say will eventually go. I think a majority of them are idiots, but at the same time, I think a select few of them, like they're talking about throwing 20, 30, 40, 50 grand. So, like, some of them have careers and are adults.
Yeah.
But it seems like some of them know what they're talking about. A select few of them. Let me make clear, because like for GameStop last week, they recognized that a lot of people were shorting the stock, and knew that if they threw and piled money into it, all 2 million of them on Reddit and all million something, I don't know how many there are on Discord, but a lot of them.
Hundreds of
Yeah,
thousands.
they know that it'll push these shorters out. There'll be a short squeeze, and the stock will explode. So I think a select few of them kind of put their input and say this is what's going to happen, and then everyone else just follows with rocket ship emojis and moon emojis, and then puts their money
Yeah.
into it.
and very vulgar.
Yes.
sex.
Very, but
And I feel like
Read
at
I'm
your
reading
own
your
risk.
It's I feel like I'm reading druggies, just screaming at the top of
I
their
can just-
lungs. But no, like you said, Max, it's I mean, for the most, I mean, some of them know what they're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
because
definitely.
some of them do their
Right.
research. But like Max said, a majority of them are just
Sheep.
copying what everyone else
Yeah,
is
exactly.
doing, and
I feel like you're
so-
inviting
so,
them.
They're doing.
You're inviting
so
them to come
I just
roast
I just
us.
want to. Oh yeah, we might.
we
I
love
just
you
wanna
guys.
say-
I'm in
We
your
love you for
Discord,
the
and I
record.
follow
Yeah,
it,
I'm in
and I
it.
listen to
I'm
it.
a-
Jimmy to
I'm
the
a
Moon,
join.
BB, and Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah, I was gonna say name some stocks that was of their doing, and it was GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, AMC.
AMC, the movie theater during a world pandemic that no one has gone. When's the last time you gone to a movie theater? Yeah, AMC
been a
just
year.
skyrocketed last week. So
Yes.
yeah, majority of them are just rocket and moon emojiing, and
Taking the piss, but they're having fun and they're making.
yeah, they're
money.
riding the wave. So
Exactly.
good for them.
Go look at it
Long
yourselves.
story
guys.
short. Long story short.
Mike, you have a story.
It's a cult. It's very strong. They can literally
Scary.
change
Millions
a
of them.
stocks
Scary.
market
Yes, yeah, good for them.
A stock that is not bringing in any money.
at all.
will
Has
shoot-
been dead for
Yes.
years.
Shoot 'em
They'll
in.
revive it. They're actually good for the economy and the people. They revive dead companies and people who lost money.
bankrupt companies.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
take everything with a grain of salt. But
Yeah.
they
Buy a
do
lot of
have
calls.
their ways of actually influencing something, you know?
They do.
They do. They definitely
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
The one thing that
Mike, story
fascinates, the one thing that fascinates me the most is their lingo that they use.
Yes.
I don't care to repeat it here because it's quite
There we go.
politically incorrect, but it makes sense.
We get
Um,
canceled.
It kind
There
of
should
makes
be over.
It kind of makes sense why. Like I thought about it to myself, and I was like, why would they call each other those names? One of them makes sense. It's like either out of pure vulgarity, but then I was like, maybe they're talking about like when they call someone those things. You guys can go look at it for yourself. Maybe they're just trying to say that like you're so inexperienced or that you don't know what you're doing. I'm sure that they're probably saying, or they're saying a very bad form of you're stupid. One of them, I
it's how
think.
they show love, Mike.
It's a
Say it one more
community
time. Sorry.
Built around vulgar.
I think it's how they show love, Mike.
Oh,
like, I
okay.
respect you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
call
res-
you this name.
Yeah, it's very awful. You guys go check it out. It's pretty rough, but it sort of
It's
makes
awesome,
sense, but it's also just awful at the same time. Reading it, it's terribly funny, but also just terrible at the same time.
I
So
lose
story-
brain cells.
Yeah, you can, so beware. The actual story that I wanted to share was that I have a weird connection to Wall Street Bets and the way I found out about it. So, while I was in school, I was working on a project with a PhD student, and she was in this class called Online Communities. And it's basically a computer science class where you study like Twitter, Facebook, all these online social communities, and they could choose the group for their final project. And she and her friends chose Wall Street Bets. And she would just tell me these wild stories, exactly what you guys just talked about like the language they use and how like they made the news, like they were on the news because some guy made $7 million off of an option, and so he got put on like NBC or something, and they showed it. And they're always on the news. And I was like, yo, that's so crazy. And she was like, yeah, they do these things called options. And that's how I figured out options. And I actually got into Robinhood. But the crazy part was that she actually got to talk to the actual guy who invented Wall Street Bets. They talked to them, and this guy, for some reason or another, like right after they talked to him and they interviewed him, he got into trouble. I think he got charged with like a felony or something. And I don't know.
Okay. Fits right with Wall Street Bets.
And it was just this wild story that she kept telling me as it was unraveling. So pieces and bits of it might be a little blurry, but I think something bad happened to the actual the founder. And he actually wrote a book, and the book is terrible. So, and she was telling me all these things. And long story short, that's how I kind of got into. That's like the first stage. I think I told you guys in one of the episodes I got into Robinhood like a summer ago. Now that I remember, it was then. It was like last spring. Last spring I got into it because she did this online class and she told me about options, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna download Robinhood and check this out. So that's my story.
Amazing.
Well, they're popping off 24/7 on Discord especially.
Check them out on Discord. Check them out on Reddit.
They just made a new sub Discord called GME Rocket, and it's this is within the past hour, and it's all about GameStop, and there's like I said, a bunch of rocket emojis and a lot of I live here, come, and they're putting their rent into it, their mortgage into it. That's pretty
Reminds
risky.
me of Wolf of Wall Street a little bit.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, actually, penny stocks, dead ones. Well, good for them. Yeah. Moral of the story: I love them. I don't know about you guys.
They're quite entertaining, but read them with a grain of salt.
Correct.
Yes.
As with any other online community, don't always believe what you see on the internet. It's quite entertaining, though. We'll check them out.
Perfect.
Great group of guys.
Is that the questions? We out?
That's it. That's all we got.
We're
Cool.
out. Nice one.
Mikey.
All right,
Mikey
I got you
Poo.
guys. Got you guys.
Outro.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on YouTube and tap the notification bell so that way you get push notifications straight to your phone. And also don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the episode. If you want to follow us and keep up to date with what we're doing, we're on Instagram, TikTok, and Discord, and Twitter. So go ahead and talk to us if you want to on there. Jared, you good?
I lost the staring.
Okay, so you can follow us on there if you want to. And then finally, if you're listening on audio, you can go ahead and leave us a rating on Apple Podcasts to let us know that you're listening. We always appreciate that. And then also follow us on Spotify. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
Appreciate it.
Peace.